Hey YouTube, so today's Tuesday, so I got off work like 3:30, ran out to Danny's Salvage. I got another one of these cables for the ICM and the crank sensor and cam sensor. Had to go through all the GM vehicles, and this only one car had the same newer style plug. All the other ones had the older style, like this one. But I got the one. The only thing was when I was loosening the 15 bolt down there where the ground goes, it was like a bolt with a stud sticking off of it, and then they had it grounded like I did originally on the 06 when it was misfiring. And I went to loosen it and take it off, and it just wrapped around and ripped it off. So I'm gonna have to either cut the one off of this one right there and just wire it back on to this new one. And then that way I don't even have to take all this bracket and shit off. I might have to, which kind of sucks because I didn't even bring the belt tool. But I guess I'm going to figure it out. So y'all stay tuned and give you guys another update. Alright you guys, so I got this newer cable plug that I got all cleaned up. I sprayed it down with brake cleaner to get all the gunk and grime and shit off of it. Actually cleaned it up pretty nice. And then I inspected all the wires going all the way through. I peeled off all the crap over there and tape. And looked at all the wires. Everything looked good. Nothing looked frayed except for this one ground that got ripped off. So I got everything else all taped up except for that one ground, because I still have to crimp on another ring terminal, or just cut this one off, either way. And yeah, so I'm about to go ahead and get this thing pulled apart and get her swapped out, and hopefully this fixes my crank no start issue every once in a while. And I'm pretty sure it will, because like I said, every time I have a problem I just come up here and wiggle this wire around and then it'll start. That's exactly what happened today. I come home, the car was parked over there, tried to start it like 6 times. It just crank and crank and crank, no start. Even wiggling the wire, no start. So I put it in neutral, pushed it all the way back here, and it fired right up. It was like, I don't understand this shit. But either way, it is what it is. I'm going to keep working on this thing. I've got to pull this supercharger belt off and get this idler and this whole coil pack bracket unbolted and pulled off. Got to remove this dog bone and get all this off. And then I'll be able to remove the rest of this harness. So y'all stay tuned and I'll give you guys another update. Alright you guys, so I was able to get the harness all taped up. Got my ground wire reconnected. I went and looked through all the other harnesses that I have here, and I didn't have any more of these eyelets with just a single wire. I only had like the big fat one, like what goes on the starter, or the ground that goes on the bell housing bolt right at the front. And it was just way too big a wire, and so I just ended up cutting the ground piece off the old one, and I don't even know if that one's even good anymore. So I just said fuck it. But I've got this one all nice and cleaned up, and I'm about to start getting it all put back together. So y'all stay tuned and give you guys another update here in just a few. Alright you guys, so been fighting this thing. Had to move the car from the street into this other driveway. But so I got my cable all back together. I've got it ran down here where it's supposed to go. I've got it ran back behind the timing cover water neck right there. I've got it ran down. She already plugged into the crank sensor, and it was a pain in the ass getting it folded behind the main belt into that plastic piece and plugging into the cam sensor. I don't know if y'all's gonna be able to see it, but oh yeah, there we go. She in there and plug back in. So it is all on there. So now all I gotta do is just finish getting all this hooked up. I went ahead and wire wheeled the head right there where that ground is gonna be, and I also wire wheeled the back side of the bracket just in case, and everything's going back together. So I don't think there's a lot left to go, so I'm just gonna keep working on this, putting it back together, and I'll give you guys another update. Alright, you guys, so pretty much back together. I just got one dog bone that needs to go back on, but other than that, everything is back together. I went ahead and changed out the ICM with the one I just got from the salvage yard, and that's the one that was on the car. So once I got the whole harness piece back all plugged in, I put it back together with the original ICM and hooked up the battery and started it without the supercharger belt, and it started. It didn't run super great, but I didn't have the supercharger belt on. But I don't know, I just didn't really like it. So since this harness piece came with, well, now this ICM, I just decided to go ahead and swap it out. So I'm about to start her up again and see how she does. So. Woo! Sounds good. Oh yeah. Well, that sounds much better than it did. Oh, I still gotta take that jack out. Oh! I broke the jack! Well, that kind of sucks. I broke my scissor jack. That's cool. She's running. And really, she's pretty much fired right up. So, that's both times now. Well, hopefully, fingers crossed, no more issues with the crank no start. So, let's see if she'll start back up. Okay. Oh, nice. Huh. Alright. Well, she runs. So that's good. I'm happy with that. So, at least I've made some progress. At least, kind of feels like progress. I don't really even know. Alright, I guess I'm going to get this other dog bone put back on and get everything tightened down and get all my shit picked up, and I'm gonna go test drive her, and I'll give you guys another update before I go test drive her. Alright, you guys, so it's been a little while. About to go test drive the 07. seems to be running okay. Not great, but okay. That was horrible. Driving okay though. Something is definitely going on. Maybe I need to change the ICM back, because that it's got like no get up at all. I just barely even try to put my foot in it some, and that was maybe like 30% throttle. But at least she runs. Better that time. I don't know what the difference was. Alright, well, she runs and drives, so I'm at least happy about that. So now my mom went and got some brake fluid today, and her brake fluid was low when I did her crank sensor and stuff yesterday. So now I've got to pop her hood and add some more brake fluid to her reservoir. So that's what I'm about to do right now. So y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna get this hood pop and I'll give you guys another update. Alright, so got my brake fluid here from my mom. She's at the full line, or the max line. So there we go, she's full. Now this needs to go in her trunk. Yeah, her car is still making that same noise. I don't know if it's thrown any other codes for the crank sensor again or not. I guess I can check it out real quick. There's her keys. Right there. Well, she's definitely got a check engine light on again. That's the AC compressor there. Let's turn that off. It is off. But the AC compressor's on. There we go. No more AC compressor. Now, which one of these is squealing like that? That's a brand new power steering pump. Kind of sounds like it's the power steering pump though. Something inside this engine does not sound healthy. Alright, well, I'm going to run her check engine light, and I'll give you guys another update. Alright, you guys, so I ran her check engine light. I went and drove her car. Still drives the same way. Still doing the same shit. Still throwing the same codes for the crank sensor and the EGR and some ETS voltage, some shit. I don't even know what ETS is. I guess emergency. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's like the traction control. There's a button up there for it next to the hazard switch. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the engine's just junk. Like I said, it's got like 400,000 miles on it. So it's time for a new engine. And just more shit I gotta do and come up with. So I guess that's gonna be it for this video, you guys. The 07 runs and drives. The 06 has been doing great. I've been dailying her. And I'm gonna have to get this thing fixed up for my mom. So my mom was talking about buying a new car and just giving this back to me just as another project, something I can fuck with, another backup car or something. So I don't know, if she does end up getting another car, I'll probably end up taking the red ram air hood and the red front bumper and putting on here, just because this hood is kind of fucked up right here. It's got some big dents and the bumper's pretty fucked up. It's been hit. So I know they're red, but not anything that can't be repainted. But yeah, like I said, that's going to be it for this video. So y'all like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for the next one, and I'll catch you guys later.